Nigro. I've been working in Westport. This is my 49th year of bugging City Hall and Jackson County for things for Westport. And I'm very excited about supporting Stacy. And I'm going to give you 3 big reasons: honesty, integrity, and brains.
Yeah!
She's the gal that's going to lead this county into a better future.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I just have to say that working with the city and county is such a frustrating experience, especially when you don't get told the truth. And I am so excited about Stacy being at the top. So before I introduce Wick, who's our next speaker that's going to introduce Stacy to you, before I get off the stage, everybody take your glass. I want to do a quick toast to Stacy. If you don't have a drink, hold your thumb up in the air.
I got an empty drink.
Stacy Lake, our champion for Jackson County. Good luck. We love you. And oh, and by the way, when you get your tax bills, like the week after she gets elected, don't get mad and call Stacy and start. It's not her fault. She didn't do it.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Wick, where are you?
Hello everyone, my name is Wick Thomas. I am the state representative for District 19 in the Missouri House of Representatives. And I am so honored and excited to be here today to introduce my good friend, Stacy Lake. Yeah, come on. Yeah. So Stacy Lake, I think, is a lot of things to a lot of us, right? Lawyer, Chinese translator, you know, all got that on our resume, right? No, already impressive. And then I think what Bill Nigro just said, ethical, integrity, honesty, these are the things that we think of when we think of Stacy Lake. And you've shown that over and over again. Can you imagine how different things would have been if you had won 4 years ago? But we're not going to dwell on the past, right? We're thinking about the next 4 years. And what I love about, I'm very active in the community, and there's nowhere I go that they haven't already met Stacy Lake. While a lot of people were spinning the election, making backroom deals, leading to federal indictments, Stacy Lake was talking to people. Stacy Lake was meeting people. Stacy Lake was hearing the concerns of residents of Jackson County, all over the county. Not just the places we think of, but Blue Summit, Eastern Jack, like these places that they haven't talked to an elected official because the voter turnout's lower. Stacy Lake was there before I got there. Stacy Lake has been all over Kansas City, and that's the way to do politics. That's the right way to do politics, is to be so involved in your community for so long that you're the obvious answer, and you win in a landslide. A landslide! Because you did. And I know with the institutional support, with the gatekeeping, with all these things that happen, to keep out new ideas, to keep out really exciting new candidates, Stacy Lake was able to cut through all of that. Stacy Lake was able to do this work so well and for so long that didn't matter. Those deals didn't matter. She had the support of the community. And she has your support. So thank you for being here. And I'd like to say, she has your support, and it makes it a lot clearer. It helps turn the tide of things if you donate to Stacy Lake. Because this is a fundraiser, and I just got to do that quick reminder that is how this can happen. That's how people can win when they are those grassroots candidates, when they're on the ground, when they're talking to people. It's from support from the people who are on the ground too. The people who support them, but don't know where to put that energy. If you put it in, even $5, $10, I mean, hopefully more if you can, but if you put it into these candidates who are really changing things, that changes everything. It changes the trajectory of the party, it changes the trajectory of our city and of our county. So please donate to Stacy Lake, and she's going to tell you more about the Jackson Plan, which is, see if I think I got it. All right, justice system reform, auditing the county government, countywide infrastructure, keeping taxes affordable, supporting small businesses, ownership and affordable housing, and neighbor-to-neighbor transportation. The architect of that plan, probably the smartest person we know in politics, and truly someone who I believe is ethical and honest and integral. And thank you so much for being that and showing us what the county can be for the next 4 years. Thank you for being that. Here to clean up the mess, everyone, is your next Jackson County Executive, Stacy Lake.
Hey, good evening, everyone. As you guys know, my name is Stacy Lake, and I am currently the Democratic nominee for Jackson County. I just want to remind everyone that, if we're looking at the year of 2018, I had no aspirations to ever become a politician. I was, how many years? I was like in my 6th year of being an attorney. I just wanted to grow my small business. But the 2019 property tax crisis just transformed everything that I had for myself when it came to my aspirations for the future, because I realized that not only was our Jackson County government broken, but there were not a lot of people in Jackson County that was willing to challenge the system, to look for new ideas, and most importantly, to reform the system so that it could better suit the needs of the Jackson County residents. A lot of people ask me after my win, how did I win with such massive support in Jackson County? And my response to that is, well, I just talked to the people in Jackson County. I spent 6 years building relationships, not just with people from Kansas City, but people from Oak Grove, Grain Valley, Lee Summit, Independence, Blue Springs, Greenwood. And based off of those relationships, I was able to build the trust back. Because at the end of the day, everyone wants to see Jackson County succeed. No one wants us to continue being this laughingstock of our community. At the end of the day, we want to invest in our county government. We want our county government to be one of the best county governments in the nation. And me personally, I want a public transportation system. It's way long overdue. And I am not talking about our current bus system. I'm talking about a true public transportation system that is fast, reliable, convenient, and can replace the need for vehicles for many of our Jackson County residents. This is what I see as the future of Jackson County. Now, Wick did an amazing job going over my Jackson Plan, which is my 7-prong acronym to reform and modernize the Jackson County government so that the county government can finally work for our residents' needs. But I'm going to go through it a little bit with you. So the J stands for Justice System Reform, which looks into improving our justice system so that we can truly decrease crime in Jackson County. The A stands for auditing Jackson County government, which is one of the first things I'm going to do as your next Jackson County executive, because we have to start rebuilding and restoring the trust in our community. And right now, the trust in county government has been shattered due to the last 4 years of county governance. And the best way to do that is to have a clear and open auditing of Jackson County government, to find what's really going on in Jackson County and to fix those issues so that our taxpayer dollars are being spent efficiently and effectively for our residents' needs. Now, the C stands for investing in county-wide infrastructure improvements, which I've repeated this so many times, but for the people that don't know, it is a shame that our county buildings are not ADA compliant. tax, okay?
Yep.
We are over $500 million in deferred maintenance, and not every Jackson County resident can actually access our county buildings. That's unacceptable. As your next Jackson County executive, I'm going to refocus our government into making sure that not only all of our county buildings are accessible for everyone, but also that we fix the deferred maintenance issues that's been plaguing our county for decades. K, keeping property taxes affordable, okay?
Yeah.
There is never, and I repeat, there's never going to be another property tax crisis again when I'm the Jackson County executive, okay? I'm going to reform the assessment department. I'm going to reestablish the policies in the assessment department so that we can ensure that the assessments are done lawfully and ethically as well. We really need to make sure that our citizens, the people that have invested years and decades living in Jackson County, they don't get outpriced out of their homes. And so as the next Jackson County executive, I'm going to protect their interests. Now, supporting our small business community in Jackson County. I've been a small business owner for 8 years, and as a small business owner, I know how crippling our local governments can be on small businesses. As your next Jackson County executive, I'm going to first establish a small business council with small business leaders throughout Jackson County so that we can find out the best way to incentivize and rejuvenate the small business community in Jackson County, but also create a grant program to help our small businesses succeed, because our small businesses are truly the businesses that provide the uniqueness to our county. We must protect that. The O in the Jackson Plan stands for Ownership Initiative for Single-Family Households, which is my promise to ensure that single-family home ownership is attainable for our future generations. We have an epidemic in Jackson County with a bunch of out-of-state corporations coming in and purchasing our single-family homes, artificially increasing our property values because of the low supply of single-family homes in Jackson County. I'm going to establish policies to prevent that practice as your next Jackson County executive. And the N stands for a neighbor-to-neighbor transportation plan, which is my promise to create the first countywide public transportation system that will connect the majority of the cities together through rapid bus transit line. This is one of the initiatives that I'm most excited about, even though it's going to take the longest to achieve. This is going to be a 10 to 12 year project, because essentially what I want to do is I want to create 4 lanes of transit, bus transit, that will make sure that the rapid bus transit line will make sure that a bus, like for instance going from Kansas City to Lone Jack, will arrive there faster than actually from a person driving from Kansas City to Lone Jack. But I'm going to make sure that this happens as your next Jackson County executive. Now, I have to tell you guys, my first 2 years of office, please give me grace, okay? There's a lot of things going on in Jackson County. Just to recap a little bit, Wick stated some things too. But right now, we don't have a director of finance at Jackson County. We don't have a director of collections in Jackson County. And we haven't had a director of assessment for over 300 days in Jackson County. There's a lot of rebuilding that we have to do. But I can promise you that as your next Jackson County executive, I'm going to try everything that I can to fix our crumbling Jackson County government, to reform our system and modernize our county government so that we're not just competitive in Missouri, but we're competitive nationally, okay? So thank you so much for coming. I'm going to win in November.